Alright, y'all, so we are doing round 5 here. Things definitely did not go our way in that last one. But we're facing Henry Hernandez in round 5, also known as Hendez, which is actually the person that I'm staying with at Scarlet, which is kind of funny. So big GLHFs to him. And, we're gonna have to see what happens here. Okay, so let's think. I still think that the Iron Bundle Flutter main lead is solid. It's good that, like, technically the Galleon can't really be dealt with the Amoonguss, and I don't know. I mean, this is definitely gonna be a rough one. Like, sometimes it just seems like opposing Iron Bundles can be a problem, but at the same time, I should, like, have ways that I can play around it. I don't know. This is a hard one. I'm gonna actually have to just feel out this first game and probably just take a loss. So, like, we'll feel out game 1. Game 2... I mean, if we win game 1, that's great, obviously, but, like, I just don't even know what to do right now. So, yeah, we have My Flutter. They have Life Orb, Steel Terra. I mean, would it be so bad for me right now to just click, like, Icy Wind and then Terra Style and click Mystical Fire? It's not like what I love doing, but it feels like a fun play. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do, right? Like, if we don't live this hit, like, technically, my best play could have been to just double up the Goldango, because if they live the Mystical Fire, which there's a very good chance they will, that could be bad. But, good thing about it anyways, is Mystical Fire lowers their special attacks, so... Jesus Christ. His bundle is named I Will Miss, and it misses. Like, good job. You really did, you fulfilled. So the Krampus probably still dies. Yep, that's fine. I don't think we're in a bad position here. Like, we're not in a perfect position. The Goldango does die, which is good. It's the biggest threat to my Garganacl, but we can't really bring out Garganacl right now. So, we bring out this. They should probably bring out the Tusk. Yep, they do. But that still kind of leaves in question, like, what my best play is right now. I'm going to click Tailwind. I'm going to click Protect. I think that's always my best play no matter what, right? The Great Tusk has Headlong, Rush, Close Combat, Ice Spinner, and Protect. So they could click freeze dry close combat, but if they don't, they probably click hydro pump. And okay, so they do that. They make the right play. You can't fault them for that. They make a very good play. They should have Sash Tusk. I feel like that's just like, it's like you kind of just have to right now. Like if you're not doing Sash Tusk, you're in a bad position. so we're gonna Brave Bird them. We're gonna Dazzle. Technically, I would like to. I mean, they made a really smart play there, right? Like technically, I would like to Roost right now. But I don't think that the Roost puts me in the best position. Technically, what I should have probably done is doubled up the Tusk. But we know that we get rid of the Tusk next turn anyways, no matter what, if we want to. So, there is that. They withdraw the Pokemon that misses, which is smart. It's smart because I didn't double target it, right? So like that puts me in a bit of a more rough position. We do technically have the chance to Roost next turn, which I think puts us in a good position. They go for the Headlong Rush. So we need to think. Because it's like we bring out Garganacl. That's great and all. I think what we have to do is just Brave Bird here and just Salt Cure here. Like, I know there's ways that that can go bad, and in fact it probably will go bad. Like, I think the problem is that, yeah, they're just gonna do that. So, because I didn't double up the Arcanine, we probably lose. But there's ways that we could have still lost anyways, definitely. They don't miss the Hydro. They don't miss the Hydro. So, this would be a different game if I had protected. We just don't know, or not if I had protected. If I had thought more clearly about the fact that I need to target the Arcanine, right? Because Arcanine does just, you know, KO my Corviknight. And Corviknight was actually important to keep alive, right? So, like... So the game was a bit of a whirlwind. We were actually in a good position there at the end. We just didn't really make the right plays, which is unfortunate. It was nice and all that we had Tailwind, but I don't really know how far it got us, per se. I like the idea of starting Arcanine, but I don't really know if we can, right? I mean, we could start the Iron Krampus, as we like to call it, and the Farigiraf, right? But there's really no guarantees that that gets us where we need to be either. If anything, we start maybe Corviknight Farigiraf, and we click just bulk up Trick Room right away, and then we bring in this in the back. This game could actually fall apart like extremely quickly, so I don't really think that like this wins me the game that often. We're really banking on them like not bringing in Lucas basically. But they've done it once, they can do it again. If they start roaring Moon Goldango, I think I just lose. So that's fine. I'm gonna click Trick Room, and I'm gonna click Bulk Up. So we get Bulk Up, we get Trick Room. They might click Nasty Plot, which would actually be kind of bad for me. But it doesn't really guarantee them much. Yeah. So, like, obviously the play they made was smart, and there's no denying that. We have to click Hyper Voice, and we just click. Like, technically I could double target the Goldango just to make sure that I'm in a better position later, but it doesn't really feel like the right thing to do right now. They do withdraw, which is kind of why I could have double targeted, but yeah, they're just gonna wrap up. So we'll do, I mean, we might KO the Arc, we probably won't. But I do know that we're in a good position, which is nice. Critical hit. It's a little unfortunate for them. But, I mean, it will KO the... Make sure we KO the Arcanine, probably. Yeah, so that is unfortunate for them. Make It Rain just really won't do that much for the night. It does a lot, so don't say never. Don't say never. I think a Flare Blitz though should KO them, and a Brave Bird should also do good. So I'm not expecting them to bring out Great Tusk, but they do. And the only thing that sucks about that is that technically my best play then, in that case, is to double up here. They just could read it, right? Like, if they read it, very good play. There's also no guarantee that they can even break through my Trick Room in the next game if we lose this one, or I mean if we win this one, but he's definitely thinking hard, which I get, you know? we make the right play. I mean, it's basically like the last game, right? Like, I made a bad protect in the last game, he made a protect, it didn't work out this game. We have more trick room, it's fine, right? We haven't terrored yet, too, so I think at this point, as long as we just double up here, we should win. Like, they basically have to, yup, so they like, Hendez gets it. Like, he made the double protect. The double protect is always the right play. If the Gallant lives, that should ensure the win for us, which it does. We get the Flare Blitz. We get the Hydro Pump. KOs, yep. But at this point, you just don't win, so. And we actually still have Trick Room, which is even worse for them. Yeah, that like literal one more turn of Trick Room is devastating for them. Because now we definitely win. We equip Terra Style, Salt Cure, and Roost. And it's not like we're giving away any information, like we're making the right play. You know, he knows we have Ghost Terror. There's no surprise about that, really. Pretty solid turn of events. We just click Salt Cure, we just click Break. Yeah, so that's a G2. Yeah, so it's a close game, you know? I mean, that one actually wasn't that close. Like, the first game was close. The first game was definitely close. And the good thing is, because of Mirror Armor, there's technically, like, things that we can do to stay in this, right? Like, I think, sorry, I started like staring off for, I started thinking, so I didn't click the buttons. I think Arcanine feels like a good lead, it just doesn't feel like an amazing lead is like the problem, right? So what I could do is just click big old Giraffe and the Arcanine, and we might potentially just sack something right off the bat. But we probably don't want to, right? Like, that's probably not a good play. But we do that, we bring Garganonargus, and we bring this as well. So, I think really it just comes down to who's my better lead between, like, Arcanine and the Corviknight. And I like leading Arcanine because it kind of says, like, you need to respect Arcanine. But, you know, if they just double target my Farigiraf, like, I'd probably just lose. Also, why have I not been starting Garganacl? Can someone explain that to me? Can somebody explain? But anyways, we Flare Blitz this slot, and we click Trick Room. Does that even work? Because, like, my concern is that I actually just have to do this, right? Like, So they are gonna click Dark Terror, which I think is smart. We'll see if they click Rage Powder. Because I think the rate... No, they're just not. They're gonna click Spore. So they make the right play, right? Like, I think that's smart. It is nice that the safety goggles doesn't work on me. So, like, technically I am pretty safe to just do this right now. Switching out a sleeping Pokemon is not great, I will say that. But the good thing about it is that, I mean, we just have pressure, right? Like, we have pressure, we have safety goggles. They click Rage Powder, it doesn't do anything. They click Make It Rain, shouldn't do that much. We click Flare Blitz. We get a KO, which is good. You gotta love that. Bring out the Bundadoo. But we do have a pretty free Protect and Tailwind here. So, like, this is not the end of the world, I guess. The real question is, can they still Spore me if I have Mirror Armor? I don't remember. Answer is yes. So we're gonna have to think about this. I feel like I do want to go after this, and like I could click Bulk Up, right? But I don't know. We get the Hydro. If they click Pollen Puff, that's actually like kind of bad for me. Yeah, so I don't love that. I still want to say I made the right play just because they could have switched out anyways. But I think this is the point where we bring out Garganacl and we just start, you know, doing Garganacl things. So we Terra, we put them on a timer. I actually think I want to Salt Cure here and click Bulk Up. So that is unfortunate that they have the Tusk in the back, because it's just going to be really hard for us to get through at this point. Like, if I can get this Bulk Up off, that's really big for us. But this is going to be very difficult at this point. They do Protect. So if we get a one-turn Wake Up, that's, like, massive. Yes, dude. Okay, this is going very well. It's not over, but this is going well. So the question is, what do we do this next turn to try to make sure that we win, right? Like, I kind of want to double up the bundle. But there's also the possibility that I'm throwing by doing that, if that makes sense. So we're really gonna have to see what they do here. Like, I need them to not do a lot of damage with whatever they're Yeah, so I mean, that's the right play. But they are, like, that doesn't get them anywhere, you know what I mean? And we just got a crit, which is even worse for them. So the Citrus Berry is really going to help a lot here. I think we have the Brave Bird, the Great Tusk, and then Salt Cure, right? The Tailwind does peter out, which is kind of bad for me. But it's hard to say what my best play is. Like, we know we want a Salt Cure, there's no lie about that. No, we just Brave Bird, right? They might not even KO here. They do, because they get a crit. But at this point, I don't know if they can actually break through the guards, so... I think we win. Ooh, no, because they have Covert Cloak. Interesting. So that does change things, actually. It changes things a lot, actually. Because, like, I really need to get some KOs here. So, basically, if they live this Salt Cure, I'm in a bad position. If they don't live it, we just auto-win, probably. But it looks like they should live it. They don't. Okay, so we win. Because we get another crit. So that's just super unfortunate for them. I mean, they did get a crit with their close combat. But at this point, we kind of just do guard things. So... like, even with a crit, I don't think they can get this anymore. It's a little unfortunate for them, right? But, like, we're doing what guard does, right? Like, you click recover, you click protect. And yeah, at this point, even with a crit, like we were saying, they just don't get it, so... like, we basically just have to stall for long enough, and then we win. However, I am just going to click Protect and then Salt Cure in order to win, so... because they have to go for the headlong rushes or whatever, but the thing about that is they can't win. Like, even with a crit, we have too much health, and now we just click Salt Cure. Yeah. So sorry, I know you guys can hear me typing. But yeah, we'll take that, so GG's. Yeah, I mean, Hendez's team was good, like, you can't fault that, like, It's just the guard definitely becomes a problem at some point if you haven't taken care of it, and having the bulk up Corviknight as well, helps a lot. But yeah, it would have been a really hard end game. It would have been really hard to say what happened if there wasn't like I crit the Brave Bird, they crit the close combat, I crit the Salt Cure. Like there was a lot of back and forth in that sense, right? So they also they didn't crit something with the Hendez. There was just that was just a lot of crits. So anyways, we're going on to round 6. And if we lose this one, we're out. If we win this one, that's great. But even if we lose it, like we could have won round 1, so I'm not like that upset about it. You know what I mean? But we hope we win the next one. Let's